Now it's recording.
Go.
Okay. Hey y'all, I'm Mariana. It's Christy Sutton here. So we are here just going to talk for a few minutes about customer care calls. So 2-day calls, 2-week calls, and 2-month phone calls. I'm going to show you really quickly what I do. It's simple and easy. Hopefully it's easy for you. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that you are calling all of your guests, okay? Not just people that ordered at your party, but guests that came to the show and didn't even order a thing, okay? Because those people are really important, and we are in the business of relationship building, and so you want to make sure that you're calling all of those people too. Do you want to shut that door?
Oh my God.
Okay, so here's how I do it. A few people, and Lacey will show you in a few minutes, one way that Danielle Smith has been doing customer care calls, and I'm going to show you how I do them, and you can pick what works best for you. So the first one is at the 2-day call. I use my surveys, okay? Danielle uses an Excel spreadsheet, and my brain just can't do that yet. So I keep everything on paper. That way I can actually take this with me if I'm making phone calls and I need to run to pick the kids up or go to the post office, or I'm at an appointment, or I need to sit in the car. So I have this with me so I can do those things. I don't have to be in front of my computer. Okay. So I use these, that way I know every single person that was there, because it's not an order sheet, it's a survey. So I use their survey, and on the back, you can see here I wrote a little note for 2-week calls. So I write on there the day that I made that call, so 2-day, 2-week, or 2-month. And then, so the date, and then if I spoke with them, if I left a message, any kind of important information I might want to know for the future, like, oh, they're really interested in having a party. But while I'm talking about that, I want you to write down these 3 things you are not doing whenever you make these customer care calls, okay? So you are not trying to book a show directly. You are not trying to sell them another piece of jewelry, unless they forgot to clip it and they order opening night. And you are not trying to schedule an OP. You're not. This is not the purpose of that call. Now, if in conversation that comes up, then yay, and be ready to walk into that. But that's not your purpose here with these customer care calls, okay? They are simply caring for the customer. So here's what I would say for someone. I picked up Rhonda's sheet, so I have her here, and I would kind of just go through before I called her to like jog my memory, and I write down like she had a white shirt on and short hair, so I can remember because this was a big party. So then I just look at it and kind of so I know in my head, and then I give her a call, and it would go something like this. Hi Rhonda, this is Christy Sutton, Kelly Thorpe's friend with Premier. Pause. I always say the hostess's name as they're like my friend. So like, this is Christy, so-and-so's friend, hostess's name with Premier. I don't just say, this is Christy Sutton with Premier, because that might catch them off guard completely. So bringing that hostess in ties that together in their brain. So, hey Rhonda, this is Christy Sutton, Kelly Thorpe's friend with Premier. How are you? There's some warm chatter.
I'm great. Okay. How are you?
Yay. Good, thanks. Hey, listen, I am just calling to follow up and let you know how wonderful it was meeting you a couple nights ago at Kelly's party. And they made banter back.
Girl, it was you are crazy. It was so fun meeting you.
Good. Well, I'm glad you had a good time, because this is why I do this business, so that I can have fun with women like you. And I just wanted to let you know it was just a blast meeting you. So if I can serve you in any way in the future, you give me a call. But I just wanted to let you know how great it was to meet you.
Well, thank you. It was good meeting you too, girl.
Thanks. All right. You have a great day.
All right. You too.
Done. Okay. So that takes 30 seconds. 2-day calls. I'm just calling to say it was great to meet you. That's it. And that's what you're doing. Okay. So fast forward 2 weeks. The jewelry has arrived, and make sure that whenever you've got that FedEx order coming into your inbox from Premier Designs, I always, as soon as I read that, I click forward and I forward that to my hostess so she can track her own package, because she's excited and you want to create excitement about the jewelry. So I forward it on to my hostess. I've already done that. I know when it's arrived, and the day it arrives, I call my hostess, touch base with her somehow, and let her know, hey, did you get it? It's there, so that I know that it's actually in her hands and not just delivered, okay? So I actually do things a little bit differently, and I've been waiting to contact the other customers for that 2-week call until someone's like flying off the couch in there. I wait to do that until I'm pretty sure they probably have had 2 or 3 days to actually get their jewelry from the hostess, because I want to, you'll see what I'm about to say, I want to make sure that they have it in hand. So it would go something like this. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, is this Rhonda?
It is.
Hey Rhonda, it's Christy Sutton, Kelly Thorpe's friend with Premier. How are you?
Oh, hey girl, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. Listen, I wanted to call and make sure that you have gotten your jewelry.
Oh, yeah, I have.
Did you pick it up? Okay.
I did.
Have you opened everything? I just want to make sure that everything arrived as you expected it to, and it's looking great.
I did, girl. I'm wearing my first piece right now.
Oh, yay, girl. Send me a picture with that on your neck. I want to see what it looks like. Well, good. I really am just calling to follow up and make sure you have that in your hands and it all came in as you expected. So,
yeah,
sounds like everything looks great.
Oh, girl, I love it.
Great.
Love
Okay. Well, listen, I'm also going to be following up with you probably in the next 6 weeks or so before we hit that 60-day mark for the golden guarantee, just to make sure that everything looks great on your piece and that it's holding up well. So I'll be getting back in touch with you really soon. But if I can serve you in any way in the meantime, give me a call. If I'm leaving a voicemail, I will leave my number. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, she probably has my number. So just give me a call and let me know if there's any other way I can serve you.
Girl, I really appreciate that.
Absolutely. My pleasure. It was a great time serving you, and let me know how I can help you in the future.
Thanks, girl.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. So I didn't say this at the beginning, but this is the most important part about these calls. Make sure before you pick that phone up and while you're talking that you are smiling. Okay? If you have to laugh before you get on the phone, do something stupid so that you're in a good mood, okay? Smile, because the other person on that end of that phone can hear the smile, okay? So make sure you're smiling because they can feel it. It's going to make you feel better too. So those are the... Oh, okay. So make sure that you are... Make sure that you are smiling and that you are having a good time and you're just touching base. You saw that 2-week call. That 2-week call was simply a 1-minute call. 1 minute, 30 seconds. They are quick. You want to get off the phone because you don't want that person thinking that you are going to stay on the phone forever. Okay? You're just calling to say thank you and follow up. So use those keywords like, I'm calling to follow up with you. Let me know how I can serve you in the future. Those are really important keywords and key phrases to use, okay? Because that makes them feel like you are taking care of them as the customer. So, between the 2-week and the 2-month phone calls, you can send something, let's see, like in this zebra bag here, you can send one of the, I don't have access to that, let's see. You can send them a mini catalog. You'll need to use the bigger zebra bag, but you can send a mini catalog. They're pretty inexpensive on the Incentives website. You can send those in the zebra catalog and just a personal note, handwritten, just thinking about you. You can send them a postcard, and Lacey will touch on that, what some girls have been doing with a discount, a 30% off any piece card that you can send them in the mail. So that's cheaper to do a postcard because it's cheaper postage. So those are the things you can do in between that 2-week and that 2-month phone call, just something fun to interject your name again. And then finally, a 2-month phone call. I actually haven't done any of those yet, so I'd hate to train you on something I haven't actually done, but it would be something similar to the 2-week call, saying, hello, I'm just following up with you. How are you? How is your jewelry? Ask questions that really get into their daily life, like, at the 2-month call, you could ask, hey, what have you been wearing your jewelry to? If they bought it for a gift, make note of that so that you can ask them, how did so-and-so love their necklace? Or how did your mom like that ring you got for her? Those are the kinds of things that you want to be using to follow up at that 2-month phone call. And you're about to hit that golden guarantee mark at 60 days. And so you want to make sure that you're providing a service, which is less money out of their pocket. They don't have to pay that $5 plus tax if there's something that's happening with their piece that you can address then. So at that 2-month call, it's a little more specific to what's going on with their jewelry. Make sure the clasp is working well and that the stones are in place. You can ask specific questions like that, and I'll try to think of some that I will use in that 2-month phone call and make sure that that's up on the Rockstars website. So, but like I said, you can use whatever you want. This is really great for me. I don't even know if you can see that. This is all that mine looks like. 2 weeks, the date, I spoke with her, a little something about what we talked about. And so I like using this because I can actually take it with me, and I'm a pretty mobile person. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention, I do on the 2-week phone call, I have been pulling out their receipt with their survey. So when I'm talking to that person, I have them side by side so I can remember if you get lost for something to say. Some people, it's a little harder to talk on the phone, so if you get lost in that minute or two, you can say, like, you're going to love those wow factor earrings that you got, and when you get them, I want you to send me a picture. So you can use that just kind of as a conversation piece if you need something to talk about or you're kind of nervous at that 2-week phone call. So yeah, that's kind of it. And you can see I'm a work in progress. I have all mine. This is what I work out of, and I love it because I can just drop these in my bag and go. So I think this is really going to change your business. It is changing mine, and it is building relationships, and that is what our business is all about. So good luck. I can't wait to hear success stories and how your customers are loving you, because you are the reason really that they're probably buying Premier. So good luck to you.